I'll start off globally. This is as of yesterday, situation report by the World Health Organization. So it's situation report 59. Globally, the confirmed cases are at 209,939. And then in terms of deaths, we're currently at 8,778,000 deaths. This is global, right? And then in terms of the total number of countries that have been affected so far in the world, it's 169 countries, territories and areas. And then I'll give you figures for China specifically, since that's where it all started. China currently has a total of 81,116,000 confirmed cases, has had this total number. And then in terms of the new cases that they've managed, the previous day before this report was generated is 39. And then in terms of deaths, they've experienced 3,231 deaths so far. And of these, 13 were from new cases. And then I'll jump down to the African region. The African region currently has confirmed cases that total up to 367 confirmed cases and a total of 7 deaths. And so far in Africa, 29 countries have been affected. And then in terms of the other countries outside of China, we have to refer to the situation report, which I thought would beam there so that people can just take a look at the countries that have been affected, because it's good to know so that if someone has traveled to those countries, and especially those areas, then and they exhibit those signs and symptoms, you know what to do and you know how to treat them. And then I think I should go and beam it up. I think for the new African countries that have actually come onto the list, we have Zambia. This is brand new. It's 2 cases, 2 confirmed cases from Zambia. And then Namibia also has 2 cases. For the Zambian cases, it's a couple that had gone to France on holiday for 10 days, and when they came back, they actually were exhibiting signs and symptoms, and they're currently under treatment. For Namibia, it was tourists that had come in from Spain. If you notice the numbers for Spain, they have really shot up. So maybe, let me just come to the front. So that's just a map that's showing the areas that have been affected in the world. If you notice, you know that in the world we actually have 6 habitable continents, right? Out of the 7, you know there's Antarctica, which is not habitable. You just have scientists going in and out for experiments. But for the 6 continents, if you can see, all of them have been affected. They actually have cases. Is that clear enough? And then in terms of the cases, so this is according to Situation Report 59 from the World Health Organization. If you can see, the Western Pacific region, China currently has the highest number of confirmed cases, followed by a total of 58 out of those are new cases, and the deaths, like I mentioned. So I'll just quickly scroll down to the African region. But I wanted you to appreciate the other territories. There's the European region with Italy topping the charts. It's currently at 35,713 confirmed cases. So you find that we haven't stopped people from traveling. So they still go to those countries. And we always try and maybe educate some of them, if you know. But most of the time you find out only when they're coming back. They keep going to these countries and traveling, despite the fact that there are so many cases there. For example, I think the cluster of cases that started in South Africa, the first 6 had come from Italy, and Italy was already topping the charts. And then for Spain, the couple that is in Namibia that's being managed, it hasn't spread to anyone else. It's still the 2 came from Spain, and they came back as confirmed cases. They were tourists coming to Namibia. So was surrounded by the virus, but it hasn't come in. I think it's a blessing from God so far. And then we have France, we have Germany, it's affected, we have Switzerland. United Kingdom has shot up also, it's now at 2,630. So you find that these are all the countries that people love to frequent for holidays, for meetings, for this and that. So people are really at risk. And then out of, in the world, we actually have a total of 195 countries. And if we're saying 169 so far have confirmed cases, this is well over 80% of the world that is currently affected. It is indeed a pandemic because it's global, right? Then we come down to the African region. You get the territories there. Let's scroll down. Look at Southeast Asia. Indonesia is topping the charts. It's at 227 cases. Eastern Mediterranean region is currently at 17,361. This is Iran. Okay? And then as we go down to where our interest really lies, close to home. Look at America. United States is currently at 7,087 cases. It's topping the charts in the American region. This is our African region. So we currently have South Africa surpassing Algeria. It's now at 116 cases that have currently been confirmed, and they already have active local transmission. So there is a lot of work there that needs to happen to try and actually control it. And I think so far their measures are working. They're doing quite well. And then in terms of Algeria, it used to top the charts for quite some time, but it's currently at 72 cases that have been confirmed. Rwanda started off with the first 5 cases. It's already at 11. And we're hoping that at least they manage to control it. And then as we come down, the ones you see in red are the new ones that were not there in the previous situation report because they hadn't reported any cases confirmed yet. So the ones in red are the new ones. Look at Namibia. Look at Zambia there. Namibia has 2. Zambia has 2 new cases. The Zambians who had traveled to France for a 10-day holiday and they came back exhibiting signs and symptoms. And then of COVID. And then Eswatini, Gambia is also new, it has 1 case. Guinea, Togo. So the best we can do is prevent because there's currently no cure like the doctor had mentioned. It's the best is preventive measures, and it would assist to actually help to bring out the correct message out there to avoid panic attacks, people running around and doing the wrong things at the end of the day.